Hello, Bob. How are things going here today? Well, sorry I'm a little bit late here, but I had to take care of an installation from yesterday. Having some troubles with it, but I got lots to show you today here, so we might as well get right away going here. In fact, we should maybe start in the dining room here. I got lots to show you today. Well, Bob, one of the first things you'll probably see here is how that we've gotten the walls started, and I think they're just about done. The paint we put on here is, well, I think I had a little trouble with Perry. He kind of thinned it out a little bit too much, so there's a little bit of a blotch effect, but once that dries in the next couple of days, it should blend, and you should have no problem with that. So those are just about done, and I kind of wanted to show you the radiator I installed. I think you're really going to like this. Move this junk here. It's an old model. It's a model that was installed years ago, probably in the 20s and the 30s, and was a real reliable unit. So I think the heating system should be fine. But now I'd kind of like to have you take a look at the woodwork, and for that I'll show you this door over here. Alright then, here's a good example of the woodwork. So what we got here is a real grainy texture on the doors. The former owners and the builders did the woodwork really in a hurry. I think they didn't do a whole lot with the wood. They just varnished and stained it a little bit. So what I want to do, and I think you'll agree, Bob, is brighten it up and match it up with the wall surface. And I was thinking possible an eggshell enamel with maybe an aqua to match the rug. So I'm kind of excited about that too. But I might even try something new and try to match a little of the texture that's on the walls into the door there. I could maybe cut some line and do a little bit of work, maybe with a sandblaster. And I get a little texture on that wood too. So those are all things we can play with now in the next couple days while I'm finishing up. Maybe I could just take a second here too, Bob, to show you the new doorbell system. If you want to take a look at that, I've got it installed here. It's a new General Electric model, synchronized motor. And I think I'll have to put another toggle bolt in there to get that to stay. The one I put in yesterday broke out. But that goes up there. And then we've got a beautiful faceplate which will go on there too. I'll have to get some L brackets and get those into the wall. But that's going to be real nice. Alright. The carpet layers were here yesterday. They got the carpet down pretty much. There's a little bit of debris on it, but I can get some spot remover and vacuum that, and that should be no problem. But what I'm really excited about is the door I'm going to put in here for you. It's going to be a vinyl sash door, real vinyl, and it's really nice. I'll show you that later. I got it in the other room. We had a little problem here moving the carpet in yesterday. We chipped up the baseboard a little bit here. I'll just slap a little. I got some plastic wood in the truck, and I'll take care of that tomorrow. But otherwise, we're looking good. In fact, we might as well, I don't know, if I got a couple surprises for you. We could even take a walk over to the living room here, and I can show you some stuff that I'm really excited about. Well, here's those doors I was so excited about. These are 100% real vinyl, and I think they're really going to be something once you get them up. Like I say, I got a real good deal on them. They're used, but not, they're in good shape. And my boy Perry can condition these so they'll become a lot more supple and a lot more beautiful. And the reasoning behind these doors, Bob, is to we talked about getting rid of some of the openness and the airy feeling in here. It's a real open space with light traveling through everywhere, and that's kind of real light and airy. And with these, we can kind of close things off and block the flow of the air and the light, which is kind of a new trend in interior design in the high fashion sector recently. And while I'm on that subject, I should mention about the wall surface here. We ran out of paint last week, but I got a real good deal, cost only for you, on a 5-gallon pail of paint that didn't quite match. But it should darken up over the next couple of weeks. It'll probably age and darken. And plus, with these new doors in here, you can pull those across, and with less light, you shouldn't be able to detect any difference there. Well, but you can never be too sure about the measurements. So I'll take a look at those measurements by actually fitting them. And I think that's a good thing to keep in mind too, is fitting the doors before the final installation, because you really gotta get it right up there to know what the deal is gonna be here. A little bit of a nail hanging out. Careful with that. Doors are a little heavier than I thought they would be. If I could maybe a little help there on that, get it out there a little bit, just to know if I can see the installation. It's a little bit heavier than I thought it would be. Oh, geez. I'm getting a little out of hand here, Bob. That's all right. I can fix that up later with some wood screws. Well, let's just take a look at the living room there. I'll get Perry or Dick to help me with that later. And the window is all set. I got the blinds in for you. I installed those myself, and I think they're going to be real fine there. But the woodwork here is another piece we've got to take care of. This is another large, major piece of wood that is now unfinished. It's got just the basic grain. So what I'm going to do is slap a couple coats of eggshell enamel on that as well. And I was looking at a aqua, but I think I decided on a dark green, a municipal green park bench color, maybe you're familiar with, that would act as a base for figurines and such that your woman would put on it. So it would be like a grass surface on there. That shouldn't take any time. And of course, we have we've got the fireplace that little Dick put in here last week. It's kind of a nice construction there, as you can probably get a good shot of that. That's your electrical fireplace. But what I really want to show you here to end it up here, while we got a minute, is this beautiful radio the owners dropped off last Tuesday. Boy, this is a little bit heavy too. I want to get Perry or Dick in here to help me with this stuff. Get the drapes. Where's the door there? But the feet off there. This is an old radio back in my day. It was quite a nice unit. But what we're going to do here is maybe just take a bit of a scrub pad and a trowel and see if I can't get off some of that wood grain and get it down to the base, and then we're going to paint it. We're going to paint it with eggshell enamel. We've got a lot of that left from the wall. We'll kind of shouldn't have any problem. I've maybe just try a little spot later here and rub this down. But I think the owners will be real thrilled with that. They don't know anything about it yet at this point. So, but well, I think I'll go up and talk to Perry on the roof. He's up there, and I got Dick outside in the ranchero. So let's head out that way if we could.